Hello everyone, welcome to my channel My Big Fat Fabulous Life. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. My Big Fat Fabulous Life fans met Jamie Dodrill, the niece of Whitney Way Thor in season 11. But as she didn't mention her by name to celebrate the end of 2023, is she deliberately snubbing the TLC star? Remember, the last season ended on a cliffhanger, with Glenn Thor telling his daughter he would move to Alabama to be near his other daughter, Angie. Did that mean that Whitney fell out with her half-sister and her family? MBFFL Whitney Way Thor teased a wedding for Jamie. Season 12 was teased by Glenn's daughter on social media, and fans hoped to see Jamie tie the knot. Jamie, the daughter of Angie, seemed like a nice person, and TLC fans preferred her to her aunt. Critics of MBFFL hated to see the 39-year-old TLC star competing with her niece for attention. And even her dad and brother, Hunter, looked tired of her dramatics. If the wedding comes along on My Big Fat Fabulous Life, TLC fans fear that Whitney Way Thor will do something attention-seeking to get the cameras back on her. That might annoy Jamie a lot. Mind you, TLC critics feel that Glenn Thor's daughter already disgusted her Alabama family with her immature antics when the family visited together. Could that explain a snub on social media? Jamie Dodrill snubs her aunt. When MBFFL season 11 ended, Whitney cried because her dad said he wanted to move to Alabama and get to spend more time with Angie's family. Another cliffhanger revealed that he wanted to help Angie find an adopted child. So season 12 could be filled with all sorts of new content. People are there for it because they are tired of the toxic lead TLC star in the show. Did she become estranged from Jamie Dodrill already? On Reddit, an OP noticed that Jane didn't include Whitney Way Thor in a recent update about 2023, but she did share a photo of her grandfather, Glenn Thor. In her caption, Jamie said, she also captioned a post of herself with Glenn, saying, "Getting to meet my granddaddy for the first time." No mention of Whitney Way Thor. The Reddit caption noted. In the comments, My Big Fat Fabulous Life fans turned the discussions towards the wedding and the possibility that Whitney would make it all about her. What do you think about Jane Dodrill sharing a photo of Glenn Thor, but not even mentioning Whitney in her post to close out 2023? Do you hope that Glenn moved to Alabama? What about the wedding? Will it be in a new season of the TLC show, and will you watch it? Let us know in the comments, and come back here for all the news about My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Whitney Way Thor, the vivacious star of My Big Fat Fabulous Life, was ecstatic. She was hosting a long-awaited family gathering at her cozy North Carolina home. The occasion? The arrival of her newborn niece, Jamie. Whitney had been eagerly anticipating the chance to shower little Jamie with love and affection, eager to dote on her as only an aunt could. The house buzzed with excitement as family members trickled in, bearing gifts and well wishes for the newest addition to the clan. Whitney, her smile radiant, greeted each guest warmly, her heart swelling with joy at the thought of finally meeting her niece. Chapter 2. The Snub. As the afternoon wore on and the house filled with laughter and chatter, Whitney began to wonder when she would get the chance to hold baby Jamie. But as the hours passed, it became increasingly clear that something was amiss. Jamie's parents, Whitney's brother and sister-in-law, seemed strangely hesitant to introduce her to the rest of the family. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Jamie's parents emerged from the nursery, their expressions tense. Whitney's heart sank as she realized what was about to unfold. "Whitney," her brother began hesitantly, "there's something we need to tell you." Chapter 3. The Revelation. With a heavy heart, Whitney listened as her brother explained the situation. It turned out that Jamie's parents, for reasons unknown, had decided to keep her away from the rest of the family. They had made excuses about Jamie needing to rest, but it was clear that there was more to the story. Whitney felt a surge of hurt and confusion wash over her. Why would her own brother and sister-in-law keep their daughter away from her family? What had she done to deserve such treatment? Chapter 4. Seeking Answers. Determined to get to the bottom of the situation, Whitney confronted her brother and sister-in-law later that evening. In a tense and emotional conversation, she demanded to know why they were keeping Jamie away from the rest of the family. At first, her brother and sister-in-law were evasive, offering vague explanations about wanting to protect Jamie from the chaos of the gathering. But as Whitney pressed them further, their facade began to crumble. Finally, in a moment of raw honesty, her sister-in-law confessed the truth. It turned out that she had been harboring resentment towards Whitney for years, jealous of her success and the attention she received as a reality TV star. She had convinced her husband that it would be better for Jamie to stay away from Whitney and the rest of the family, lest she be overshadowed by her famous aunt. Chapter 5. Reconciliation and Redemption. Whitney was stunned by her sister-in-law's admission. She had never realized the depth of the resentment and jealousy that simmered beneath the surface of their relationship. But as hurt and angry as she was, she also felt a pang of empathy for her sister-in-law, recognizing the insecurities that drove her actions. In the days that followed, Whitney and her sister-in-law embarked on a journey of reconciliation and redemption. They engaged in honest and open conversations, confronting the issues that had long divided them. Slowly but surely, they began to rebuild their relationship, forging a bond that was stronger than ever before. As for baby Jamie, she soon became the darling of the family, showered with love and affection from her doting aunt and adoring relatives. And as Whitney held her niece in her arms, she couldn't help but feel grateful for the unexpected twist that had brought them all closer together. Chapter 6. Lessons Learned. The experience with Jamie taught Whitney an important lesson about the complexities of family dynamics. It reminded her that even the strongest relationships can be tested by jealousy, insecurity, and misunderstandings. But it also showed her the power of forgiveness, empathy, and open communication in overcoming those challenges. As she watched Jamie grow and thrive in the loving embrace of her family, Whitney knew that their bond was unbreakable. And though their journey had been fraught with obstacles, it had ultimately led them to a place of healing, understanding, and unconditional love. Epilogue. A bright future. As the sun set on another beautiful day in North Carolina, Whitney looked out over her backyard, where her family gathered, laughing and playing together. In that moment, she knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, they would face them together as a united and resilient family. And as for Jamie, the newest member of their clan, her future was bright indeed. Surrounded by love, support, and endless opportunities, she would grow up knowing that she was cherished beyond measure by an aunt who would move mountains to ensure her happiness and well-being. For in the end, that was the true meaning of family: unconditional love, unwavering support, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow, no matter what challenges lay ahead.